Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulls offense will get first crack at it here. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Bulls will call on their punt team. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. So the Eastern Michigan Eagles offense will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because...
Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Leaves it with the back. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. And the Eagles want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Tight end getting vertical. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. First points of the day are on the board.
Touchdown, Eastern Michigan, number 13.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Blackburn. At the 40, there he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield. There he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires it incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Bulls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got him.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A little screen to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Creates a little room. Got the first himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is
turning it on. Still on his feet. Oh, what a cut! Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Gets the back moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Eagles!
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
To the air on first down. He's going to let it go. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've got a first down here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Buffalo. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Eastern Michigan, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got the quick pass. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the ground game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Here's the pressure. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes in the 38.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
At the 20, he's got space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Eagles!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Louisiana. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds a crease at the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Eastern Michigan.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Sticks it in his belly. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line.
Eastern Michigan.
They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on third and goal from the 2? Big fella moving. Give him 6. Touchdown, Buffalo! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play.
Third down coming.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20. First and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown Bulls. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. All by himself down the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Eagles! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, the inside give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground and he gets north fast.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And the Eagles moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Takes a hit as he fires. It's complete. He's in open space downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Motion from the back. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards.
Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and they get the easy touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Gets it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll ride the hot hand. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Blackburn. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Let's go! Let's go!
Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Bully ball on third and short. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Blackburn. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Bulls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Base 27, John.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got a little space. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Here's the handoff. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Quick pass on the jet motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
To the air on 2nd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over.
Power football with the run.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Eastern Michigan going fast.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Michigan, 42.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches,
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Third down coming.
They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete! And he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the 1. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
when you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulls can really attack on this second and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Eastern Michigan.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Buffalo.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And he'll try to boot them into the lead in the final minute. Absolutely perfect. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Michigan offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure coming. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.